Hello. Okay, hey guys. We're so close. Or at least I'm so close. Well, technically, we're so close because this is a communal effort of me getting to affiliate so that I almost said Twitter. Twitch can finally pay me in spare change. Hey Ocean, how's it going? Also, sorry to everybody that expected me to stream at like, what was it, 1 o'clock? Life happened. I ended up being late and stuff. But at least we can enjoy this evening together. What I plan to do is finish a commission and then continue the outfit sketches that I did for, or that I'm doing for my friend Batraz. So that's pretty much all I'm focusing to do. But that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, I'm also going to talk about the recent thing with Archive of Our Own, since that's like a hot topic and I like talking about hot topics because that sort of helps me focus. But let me switch over. Okay, is this showing up? Also, something that I reminded y'all, my client doesn't mind me, for the commission, doesn't mind me showing like the art process on stream. She just didn't want me to show the references, which has her face. Because like, you won't be able to tell who the hell she is as a chibi. But she was very particular about that, so I'm respecting her wishes and keeping the sub view off. But let's see. I'm almost done with it because this is supposed to be a what is it? A flat color illustration, so there really isn't shading. I just usually put shading on the clothing and eyes, just out of well, not out of habit, but like on the skin and the eyes. So let's see, shoes. Shit, and now the sub view is being weird. Happened to that sub view reference I had? Could have sworn I downloaded a picture of some sandals. But it's nice to know that you're doing good, Ocean. I'm doing okay. Earlier today was just a little bit hectic. I've been really tired and I haven't really been doing shit. So it's a little bit weird. But Other than that, that's pretty much been it. Let me change the color of that buckle. I guess make it more of a silver color. No, I'll make it more of a gold. That's better. But let's see. What was I talking about again? Or what did I say I was gonna talk about again? Oh yeah. Did y'all hear about Archive of Our Own being down yesterday? Or technically for 2 days. Because it kind of started the day before. But like talk about it started to pick up yesterday. Because I guess everybody figured it out. What happened was Archive of Our Own got DDoS'd, which is, the best way to describe it is when the server gets attacked. I almost forgot to clear the mouth. A DDoS attack is pretty much an attack on the server in order to keep it from functioning normally. Which is why the server was just down in general. And the people who attacked it is called Anonymous Sudan, which is pretty much this hacker group that's notorious for posing as extremist Muslims and stuff. And what they do is they attack vulnerable sites and hold them hostage until until the site pays for it, or they effectively kick them off the site and take back the website. But note how I say that they pose as extremist Muslims, because like a lot of people were spreading misinformation about, oh, this is a Muslim extremist group and stuff, and that's like a really stupid rumor to that's a really stupid rumor, because like, okay, anybody who knows anything about Middle Eastern politics is that if they do, like, if Muslim extremist groups do get involved with like American entities, it's not going to be some damn fan fiction website, because those extremist groups are very much they very much have political goals and stuff. In Archive of Our Own, it's really not, like, it's impactful from a fandom perspective, because Archive of Our Own does pay for like legal teams to protect rights to free speech, specifically the right to make fan fiction without being sued by corporate entities. But like, that's not really useful to attack. What I think, oh, you gotta go, trying to return fast, that's fine, have a good day. What the reason why I think that Archive of Our Own was attacked, simply because like everybody knows that this is a non-profit site that relies on donations to function, much like Wikipedia. And hold on, burb one base, much like Wikipedia. And because it's non-profit and it's just based on community donations to function, that kind of makes it vulnerable, because it doesn't have as many extensive resources to keep itself afloat. So because it's a vulnerable entity, that makes it an easy target. And because anybody who knows about the target itself, that it's a fan fiction website, and it's pretty much the go-to fan fiction website because it has like the best search engine and no ads. So let's see, we got a website that doesn't have as many extensive resources towards keeping it safe because a lot of the cybersecurity team is volunteer based. And then it has a dedicated user base that will do anything to keep it afloat. That makes it an easy target because of the vulnerability to take advantage of, and also because the user base itself, like, there's literally Archive of Our Own, the official site, the official Twitter that's dedicated towards giving statuses on the website in case it's down or something. They recently had to send an update warning people against sending donations to like any non-designated entities and stuff. To any undesignated entities, because give me just a moment. I'm focusing on coloring this cockatoo. That any undesignated sites dedicated towards like towards sending donations, that's like a scam, because I feel like the organization was trying to do a boogaloo in order to salvage any money that they couldn't get through ransom, because the site just got back up today. Like, the site managed to Archive of Our Own staff managed to take back control, which is nice. Like, okay, even though I shit on Archive of Our Own because it deserves to be shat on, because holy shit, like, I really do not like the lack of moderation on that site, because you can't advertise yourself as a safe haven for fandom and then you allow like revenge content and harassment and stuff. Oh, who's rating? Hey Donnie! How was the rest of learning Japanese? Also, welcome Raiders! Thanks for coming. You don't have to stay here if you don't want to, because you don't have to. But thank you for coming. Also, I'm glad that the Japanese lesson went well. No, get some rest if you need to. Go drink some water. Go eat. Go do something. I'm pretty much just finishing a bird commission. Well, not a bird commission, but like I'm finishing a chibi commission that I was working on, and then I'm talking about what happened to Archive of Our Own. Because did you hear about the website being down for like the past 2 days? Second banana ray. Oh, thank you. I wish I could show the references, but I can't. Cause like I have photo references, but my client didn't want me to show the photo references, so I'm gonna respect that. That's fine. But essentially, I'm drawing a cup. Like she said, that it's okay for me to show the drawing process, just not the references themselves. It's a cockatoo. Apparently, the yellow ones are more calm, though. I think it was the albino one in the movie Rio. Like, those kinds are a little bit more... Well, I don't even know if he was vicious. Well, no, I don't know if he was albino or not, if he was just a white variant, because, like, cockatoos can have various levels of coloration. So, honestly, it could be anything. But, But yeah, I was essentially trying to put the finishing touches. Like, I'm almost done with this, and then I'm gonna switch to my friend Batras, because last time I did an art stream, I was working on her outfit sketches. So let's see. Does the other bird look like... This one has a lot more coloration, honestly. But with what I was talking about, I almost forgot to color this part of the hair. You gotta love it when you zoom in and then you realize a mistake, and I'm like, should I go back and fix that? I'm gonna go back and fix that. It's bothering me. But with Archive of Our Own, what happened was it got DDoS'd. And DDoS is like, I can't remember what the exact acronym means, but it's pretty much another way of saying that the server got attacked, essentially making the platform unusable. But I think the wildest thing about the DDoS attack was like the group that did it, because there's like, yeah, distributed denial of service, a war crime, honestly. Like, okay, it's kind of funny though, because like, okay, when you think about who attacked it, it's like, why? But then on the other hand, thinking about the kind of site that Archive of Our Own is, I could kind of see why, because it's such an easy target. Because the group that attacked them is called Anonymous Sudan, and it's actually a Russian hacker group. And they're like notorious for attacking vulnerable platforms and holding them for ransom and stuff. And essentially, I feel like the reason, or at least my reason, why they would attack Archive of Our Own, because like they were posing as this religious extremist group that was just like, we're gonna censor all of the gay stuff and stuff. But like, that's not really how Anonymous Sudan operates, because like there's been a following surrounding that group for like a couple of years. That's not really what they do. I think that was just a means to sow bad faith, especially when a lot of people were reacting unfairly towards like the Muslim demographic because of that fake association that was made. But Anonymous Sudan, they're pretty much known for attacking vulnerable sites, and I say that Archive of Our Own is a vulnerable site simply because it's like run on donations. So they don't, and a lot of their team is volunteer based, so they don't have as many extensive resources to protect it. And then given that it has a user base that's like very dedicated to it, because they have a user base that's very dedicated to it and is willing to pretty much do anything to maintain the site, that makes it a prime target. Because like the Archive of Our Own Twitter that they had to make, because the site would just randomly shut down sometimes, not even due to like hackers or whatever, just due to the site's functionality. They had to release a statement that, hey, if you randomly get an email that we need donations or whatever, don't answer that, because that's a lie. They're trying to steal your money, guys. Please. One thing that I do hope that comes out of this, though, I need where's the soft brush? Something that I do hope come out of this is that Archive of Our Own develops a moderation system, because something that I find a little bit ironic was how I told you how Anonymous Sudan was posing as a Muslim extremist group. And of course, since people are ignorant, the first response to that isn't like just concern over the site safety or whatever, just concern over the process of getting back, but the first like response of a lot of people was to be Islamophobic. And Archive of Our Own issued a statement that they don't condone that kind of behavior and stuff, and that the team is doing whatever they can to get the site back and do not spread misinformation and spread discriminatory content in the name of like keeping the site maintained and stuff, which is great, because I think that anybody who like makes a platform or anybody who holds a platform, there's a level of social responsibility, and you don't want to normalize certain behaviors within the space, right? But like my issue is that Archive of Our Own is like very notorious for allowing certain kinds of content like that on their site because they refuse to moderate it in the name of being quote unquote anti-censorship. So like, although it's a nice thing to say, it kind of feels like an empty gesture given the kind of environment that they foster, which is why I'm really half and half about the site being shut down. Because like, okay, I posted some fanfics on Archive of Our Own, and I do value the site with what they've done towards protecting the existence of Creative Commons, because Creative Commons is pretty much the only reason why people are allowed to do fan art. Because like back in the 90s and shit, people used to get sued for making fan art because corporations are like, oh, we can't make money off of it, so we're just gonna make it a problem, guys. And Archive of Our Own is one of those entities that that really helps, because I also like that Archive of Our Own is community funded, that it's not under, you know, like corporate control, and with it being purely community funded, you don't have to like deal with ads, and they never take advantage of the user base when it comes to finances, because they every year whenever they ask for donations, because they usually do that once a year in order to set up the yearly budget, unless there are like emergency situations, like say that they weren't successful in getting the website back, they probably would have had donations set up in order to pay for the ransom, because I think that Anonymous Sudan was like ransoming it for $30,000. But like they're very explicit, like they always give a yearly fiscal plan of where the budget is going to go and stuff, and that's great. At the same time, I'm kind of annoyed that the website sort of paints itself as a safe haven for fandom and stuff when they sort of allow certain content that really singles out marginalized groups. Because like that website is shadow banned in Germany because of the pro-discriminatory content that's allowed. And like the justification is that, well, oh, you could filter it out. But it's just like, have you considered that maybe instead of expecting people to filter that kind of content out, maybe it shouldn't be allowed there in the first place? And like whenever this becomes a topic of conversation when it comes to the website and what it's done to not really foster a safe place for marginalized demographics, whether it's racial minorities or children and whatnot, the thing is always, well, they're anti-censorship. But like from what I know about media analysis and censorship is that, oh hey Dion, we're talking about Archive of Our Own being down for the past 2 days. And I'm talking about problems with the platform that I hopefully think would be addressed since it's been taken back and stuff, and since Archive of Our Own wants to talk about what behaviors they do and they don't condone. So I'm like, if you don't condone it, then how about you fix this problem? My thing is, if you could be anti-censorship but still moderate content on the platform that you have, because the difference between moderation and censorship is that moderation can be done by anybody. Moderation as in control over the kind of content, right? Whereas censorship describes a specific form of moderation that's done by either a government entity or a corporation. I do not know how to color this bird, and I do not want to just color it any old kind of way. That bothers me. Because I'm trying to make it simple. It's a chibi, but still, like this bird is built different. Because, like, okay, it's good that Archive of Our Own said that they're against Islamophobia, but they allow Islamophobic content on the platform. So it's like, are you actually going to back that up? Or are you just saying it to save face until you could get the site back under control and return to the status quo? And I wish there was like a way to contact people about that, because honestly, like, I don't know if there's really any way to do that. And at this point, I'm just like, let's just have another site exist. Because, like, let's be honest, the only thing that keeps Archive of Our Own afloat is the search engine. Simply because it has a better search engine than any other fan fiction app. And the other thing is that it has no ads. Because if there was another site like that has the no ads thing and a really good search engine, but they had like a better moderation system, I would literally move to that in a heartbeat. How they set up their terms from actually enforcing effective moderation. One thing that I did hear was that they had like an inclusivity manager or something, and she was Chinese, and when she was talking about how she was going to try to moderate certain types of content, she was like faced with harassment and ended up ending the job. So like, I gotta find that, because I don't want to just be saying shit. This is allegedly what happened. Let me clarify that, because I did once have an article, but then I don't be saving articles like that. So like I shit on that site. Like, okay, what I want is a fanfiction website that has the same kind of TOS as Inkblot. Does anybody know what the website Inkblot is? Let's see. Sorry, I was kind of getting caught in drawing the markings on the bird. But Inkblot is a website that's pretty much, it markets itself as like a replacement DeviantArt. That's not the only thing that it's an art site. Well, it doesn't just market itself as a replacement DeviantArt, but like ever since the fall of DeviantArt, that's sort of helped it with boosting itself. Inkblot. Let me send the link. And then Donnie, if you check Black Card members, they're like partnered with Black Card members and stuff. Inkblot has an inclusive team because the vast majority of the members are Black and or LGBT. And I like their terms of service when it comes to creative content in general, but also NSFW content. Because like I'm that kind of person who's like very much be happy and horny, but like be safe and don't promote exploitation or whatever. Let me find. Bo is the official mascot. Inkblot. He had a couple of. I need an actual about page. But yeah, it's an art site, and it's pretty much like still in beta. Like they're constantly updating it like every 2 weeks, every month, and they have a very small team at the moment. But it's sort of like archive of our own in the sense that it is community funded, and I think that they intend on staying that way because they don't want to deal with like corporate influence. I don't know. I'm trying to find a page. I'm in another tab. Because they don't want to deal with corporate influence through sponsorships and stuff. They want to maintain the integrity of the site. Changelog. Apparently, so with Inkblot, they only allow 16 and up, which I'm kind of half and half with that. Because, like, okay, most social media sites for general audiences allow, come on, load page so I can share. Allow 13 and up for general audiences. But the reason why, at least from what I know, the reason why they allow 16 and up is that this is also supposed to be, this is like DeviantArt where you could do commissions and stuff. And they didn't want to have anybody like under 16 doing it because, you know, that's technically child labor. And this is an American based site. And also, like, imagine being 12 and handling art commissions. Like, you can, but, like, that's kind of hard to do without parental supervision. And we know that a lot of DeviantArt artists did not have it. And that's why there were so many incidents. Yeah, Inkblot's interface is kind of sad. Trying to find it. Like, I hope that they do clean up the interface because it kind of looks like, I'm not gonna shit on it, but it does not fit my aesthetic. But because I like their policy and how they handle certain things, I'm like, I won't be too harsh. But I like their effort towards. And then they also got a content gauntlet and things. But, what was another thing? Inkblot. But no, their work towards getting rid of AI and stuff and like trying to keep AI from being on the site. also the work that they've done to like separate adult spaces from children's spaces, where you're like required to mark your content a certain way, and you have to have like a minimum of three content warnings, because like they're very much like, hey, we believe in people curating their spaces and not engaging with the stuff that they don't like, right? But in order for them to not engage, you have to actually be clear about what you're making. Isn't that great? So actually practice some communication. Okay. We gonna try something. We gonna get a little bit silly. I don't like that. That bothers me. I need a brush for something, but I don't know what brush I would need. Cause like, these are feathers, right? But there's spots on the feathers. I'm gonna try to bullshit it, and then I'm gonna send it to the client for some feedback. And if they like it, they like it. And if they don't, I'm gonna pray and experiment some more. This is why we encourage client and artist communication, because like sometimes you don't know, and sometimes you're a little bit overcritical of yourself. But then the client is okay with it. And it's just like, okay, it's fine. We just gonna have to deal with it. Because like, I'm the same way. If you don't like something, although some things I think that is not just beyond not liking, some things simply should not exist. Like racism. But with the stuff that isn't like directly harmful but you still don't like, I'm very much a curate your space sort of thing. That's why I have certain terms blocked on my Twitter, so I don't be bothered. I just wish that people would tag their stuff though, so I still wouldn't be bothered. Because like, you know how some people be making, damn, what's the word? I don't want to say dog whistles, but like, you know how some people make certain emoji tag combinations just to signal for something? Or they like refuse to tag the thing as that because they think that they're entitled to an audience. Please don't do that. Please be considerate of others. If you want people who like your stuff or who want to see that kind of stuff, then go to them. That is an option. Actually, this isn't too bad. Now that I'm zooming out. For anybody who draws, remember to zoom out when you draw. Because when you zoom in, it's easy to get critical of the thing that you're doing. And then when you zoom out, you realize it's something that's not even going to be paid that much attention to because it's small. Wait, hold on. Wait, no, that's line art. I need to go back to color. I'm so proud of myself. I can easily to live freely and unbothered. Honestly, yes. But that pretty much summarizes my thing about the archive incident, the second burning of the Library of Alexandria. I have a lot of hopes for Archive of Rome because there are a lot of good things about the website, and there are a lot of things about the setup that I believe in, like the community funding thing. I'm a huge fan of direct contribution when it comes to stuff, especially with what happened with Twitch. Because, you know, a lot of people were like scrambling to find a good platform because Twitch is ass when it comes to paying people. And on YouTube, the bar of monetization even with fan contribution is high, because even though they recently changed their requirements, it's still a high bar. I think I might also add that same flower pattern to the teal as well. I wanted to do coordinating outfits because I love doing that with couples. Because I just think it's so cute. I might make this into a softer color pink. It's always the final stretch whenever you're putting in like the final touches of something. But other than that incident with Archive of Our Own, I really hope that they have a moderation system, because like I'm so tired. Do you know how hard it is being a Star Wars fan, and then you have to be very careful trying to find fan fiction of the clones because of some of the tropes that are commonly used concerning the clones, and it makes you feel like you're living in the 1950s. And that's the best way I'm gonna summarize it, because I really do not want to get into detail. Okay, let me save. Actually, yeah, let me save and then let me screenshot for feedback. Ah, shit. I didn't do the whole thing. Okay. Screenshot for feedback. And then once I get the go, I'll either do later edits this evening, or I'll send the like high res thingy. But this is done for now. We're gonna go look at Batras as soon as I find where I put that damn. Is this it? There it is. Yay! We're gonna sketch out outfit 2, because I'm pretty much gonna sketch out everything before I put in the details and stuff. For those who don't know, Batras is a baby VTuber who hasn't been fully incubated yet. Okay, let me delete these references. Well, not delete, but like get them off the thing so y'all can see what I'm doing with this one. Okay. Let's show the sub view. What is the second outfit that I'm doing? Like, I wrote down a description of like each outfit so I wouldn't forget. So that was the one with the split bell bottoms. Honestly, I should make the bells a little bit wider. Because like having an exaggerated shape, that would be a little bit more iconic. No, she's still in the incubator. Partially because designing is hard. Like being trying to come up with a VTuber design, it is a little bit hard. Because like, although one of my cheats is, I'll get to a cheat in a moment. Because like, okay, the medium is so saturated that like, there's even more of a pressure to distinguish yourself. VTuber starting a pot, yep. It's like the Matrix. We gotta break free. We gotta take the red pill and free ourselves, but do not become a manosphere YouTuber. You know, everybody and their mom is doing this thing. It also doesn't help that I feel like everybody feels compelled to just be an anime kind of style VTuber simply because that is the status quo. Although I see a lot more experimentation when it comes to like furry groups and also some horror VTubers, because like I can't remember what model it was, but somebody did like a Eldritch Abomination transformation with the rigging. Like somebody's boobs turned into 2 pairs of mouths with eyes in them or something, and I'm like, damn. But like I feel like one of the easiest ways to stick out is to be brown or dark skinned. And I say that because like even though there's like over 2,000 pink haired cat girls, there's like maybe about 15 black pink haired cat girls. Like there's little to no skin inclusion in VTubing. That's simply the act of being open about being darker than a paper bag will literally help you stand out. Like, oh my god. But it's nice to see some of the experimentation with other did I save those references now that I think about it? Because I also got references on my phone. Shit, where is it? Hold on, I'm trying to find it on my phone. I'm at it. And then her name isn't just Bat Raz, it's Zivia. I just keep forgetting because Bat Raz, it sounds more fun. I'm like, oh, Bat Raz. She's just like, it's Zivia. And I'm like, Personally, I really want a cel shaded look when I redo my model with cyberpunk aesthetics. That would be so cool. Are you still gonna do the vampire theme and just be a cyber vampire, or are you like overhauling completely? I'm also eating a piece of chocolate because I forgot that I had chocolate with me. I'm writing Deep Space Vampire lore. That's awesome! Man, I do want to get a new model. Wait, what I want to do is make a new model, like a PNG model, because no. Right, folks are like, hey, you should learn Live 2D. Nope. I literally quit being an animation major because I hated 3D modeling. And even though I could probably draw my live 2D model and just have somebody else rig it, no ma'am. Like, I love to draw, but not exactly like that. And I don't want to make myself like die. Like, I'd rather do a character sheet and draw all of the assets needed so that somebody has a solid blueprint. So the second outfit that I have in mind, I can't even do that one. So I'm just gonna skip to the third and then wait till Zivia sends me that one reference, because it was like some kind of leather jacket with bat lapels and I can't find it. I want to cry. So let's see, baggy pants. It's like this, or at least this is what I had in mind. It is cute. I just gotta wait to do it later though, because I don't have it with me. Because I thought I saved it, but that was a lie. Okay. How do these pants look? Okay, it has red stitching to see the details. Honestly, that's nice. Pants. Pretty much what I'm concerned with is like having contrast with shapes. Like, I want to create an iconic silhouette, although I might even overhaul all three of these designs, because like at first I thought that she wanted ears at the top of her head, but no, she wants ears on the side like a regular human, but altered to still look bat-like. So I'm like, that goes away the Batman sort of thing that I was trying to do. And then even though there's plenty of ways you could like incorporate punk aesthetic as a really good shape, because of like the baggy clothes is very common when it comes to alt clothing, especially with something that's like looking visual K. What direction does the pants go? What did I learn last time? These are technically male pants in the original direction. Character design has its own challenges. I remember when I was trying to design my spider sona. Because like a lot of VTubers were like making spider sonas of like their VTuber persona. I wasn't doing that. I was just reworking a spider sona that I made since the first movie. Her name is Etta Robinson, who is the niece of Robbie Robinson, who's a friend and co-worker that Peter has at the Daily Bugle. At least that's the original Robbie Robinson. Character design hurts my brain, really squish. Sometimes it's fun though, or at least it's fun for me. Cause like I've said that I have a huge interest in fashion. And like when I was little, I really wanted to be a fashion designer, especially when I was really into stuff like That's So Raven and the Bratz and Barbie. Like I plan on drawing Barbie. I plan on drawing Barbie and Oppenheimer because I really like Margot Robbie and Cillian Murphy. I was kind of pissed though seeing them have dinner, and then I saw Matt Damon, because I'm like, why is his baby back bitch ass there? Doesn't this dude have like a, like, I don't know, I would be semi-popular if I got famous, right, amongst Hollywood circles, because all it takes me is knowing some fuck shit you did, and I'm not gonna let you forget it, and I'm not gonna make you comfortable about it. I'm like, didn't Matt Damon go to jail for having violent altercations against men of color? Like, are we okay? Is this allowed? This has a pocket on it. Do I want pockets? I wouldn't get an Oscar anyways. Well, maybe. Nah. No. No, I wouldn't. Because I would do something animated, but I would rather do indie than corporate. Although they don't always just fund corporate stuff, but at the same time, it's like, no. But no, if I ever got, like, say that I did do something animated and it got an Oscar and stuff, I would not let the Academy forget how they let several comedians come up and treat animation like it's a fucking chore or some shit. And I believe he was trying to appeal his record or something like that. Yep. Like, I will never let motherfuckers forget how the best animated film was created because a bunch of folks got mad that they lost to Beauty and the Beast. Because originally it was just the best film award, and that means that any kind of film, regardless of the medium, would win. But then when Beauty and the Beast had a chance of winning against the other Oscar bait films, hoes got mad. It's wild. Honestly, I might make the silhouette top heavy when I get that jacket reference. Okay, because, like, imagine. Like, I was doing the large sleeves and the flared pants because, like, 70s had a lot of vampire media, and then usually with a lot of vampire media there's always, like, some blouse sort of thing. With this, I was going for a more punk look because Zivia, she sort of gravitates towards that aesthetic sometimes. And then I also asked about, like, her comfort level with certain styles ahead of time. I don't know, when it comes to portraying somebody, I'm like, is this okay? Is this canon? Is this a headcanon that you're comfortable with? I haven't been wrong yet, so that's nice. But I'm gonna bring this up a bit more. Excuse me. I'm gonna bring this up a bit more so I can draw. Excuse me. It's cold in this room. I'm gonna bring this up a little bit to draw the boots. Thank you. I'm gonna bring this up so I could draw the combat boots because I had an idea. Or honestly, I'm just gonna make it as baggy as this, and I'm gonna give the other boots to the third style. Excuse me. It's cold in here. I cry. I'm gonna cover the foot like down to here and still have like the combat boot heels, but you just can't see it. But yeah, if I got that award, I'm going off. I'm like, it's nice that I got an award that was made as a means to make live action directors feel more secure about themselves. And then y'all proceed to shit on animation for like the next couple of decades. Thank you so much for this award. I'm gonna use it to hold the toilet paper in my bathroom or something. I don't know. I would not get invited again. There would probably be a headline of that being more offensive than the slap. I cry. But I would still be iconic. You know what award or like what prestigious event I would really love to go to though? The Met Gala. Cause give me just a moment. I was blowing my nose. Yeah, I would literally be like Sachin. You know they just now issued an apology, and that was because everybody and their mom was calling them out for calling the slap like terrible and disrespectful to the Academy and stuff. When it's just like, oh, that's so terrible, but you allowed this shit to happen. Like, shout out Miss Little Feather. Let's see. I never want to see his face again either. Like, my problem was how people were like, folks were disrespectful at this prestigious event, but it's just like, it really isn't prestigious. Like, we give it clout, but it's just a best friends group patting each other on the back. Because regularly, talent is neglected and stuff. Like, I didn't even follow the Oscars this year, but I found out about what they did with Stephanie Hugh and how they gave Jamie Lee Curtis the Supporting Actress Award, and I'm like, I know they did that to be messy because I love Jamie Lee Curtis and I think that she should have gotten an Oscar, but not for that. Like, she could have gotten an Oscar for like any of the times that she played in the Halloween movies or in Freaky Friday. And they made such a big deal about giving Michelle Yeoh and God damn it, who plays the dad? Like, I keep forgetting the pronunciation and I want to get it right. Wayman, everything. Ke Kwan. Like, they made such a big deal of awarding that, only to neglect Stephanie. And it's sad because, like, Stephanie, I don't know if Stephanie got any Tonys or anything, because she does have a stronger foundation with stage theater than with film. Because the first time, where's my mouse? Oh, I was like, what? The first time, I'm doing the Chowder effect of not moving the pattern. Folks are just gonna have to deal with it. Stephanie, what I remember her from before Everything Everywhere All at Once, she played as Karen in the SpongeBob musical. I don't think it's the fact that they're not moved. It's just, I feel like the Academy just exists to be contrarian to what the people like genuinely care for. And then they give a couple of marginalized people a bone. And then they proceed to screw over other people. Because, like, look at what they did to Angela Bassett. And then why the hell does Angela Bassett have an honorary Oscar? I don't think that it's enough to boycott the Oscars. I think that it needs to be burned down. Like, with nobody in it, because we don't want people to get hurt, but just to send a message, like, fuck the Academy, but speaking of movies though, let's see. Movies that I want to go see. I'm gonna see both Oppenheimer and Barbie. Cause even though I don't like period like biopics, because I think that most biopics tend to be really lame, and I really do not care about Oppenheimer that much. Like, the only thing that I'm probably gonna be quote unquote excited about with Oppenheimer, besides Cillian Murphy, is like, I hope that they make Oppenheimer messy, because I heard that that dude was a hoe. It's funny how a lot of quote unquote geniuses, and this isn't to say that they're like, oh, hey Bean, thanks for the follow. Oh, it was definitely personal. They were ass. The Academy has always been ass. But what was I thinking about? Oh yeah, what is with historical geniuses being hoes? Sir Isaac Newton, hoe. The average philosopher, hoe. Michelangelo and the other artists, hoe. And so was Oppenheimer. Like, it was so wild listening to Epic Rap Battles of History, because they had him versus Thanos. Because, you know, they both crafted weapons of mass destruction. And Thanos made a reference to him ruining marriages and shit. They really do be thoughting it up, though. And, like, knowing Cillian Murphy, given that he played Thomas Shelby in Peaky Blinders, he's good at playing hoe characters. The whole time, like... And it's not playing the hoe character that makes me like Cillian Murphy, but, like, I fell in love with his performance skills from watching Peaky Blinders. Because, like, I know that he was in 28 Days Later, but I've only seen clips of it, and I haven't seen that in, like, so long that I can't really remember his performance. And it has nothing to do with him, like, being quote-unquote unrememberable. It's been so long since I've engaged with that film. But, I came in, as you said, Oppenheimer was a hoe, and now I'm intrigued. Yeah, Oppenheimer was a hoe. He was a hoe. I think he ruined, like, 2 marriages. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he ruined, like, 2 marriages. And then I was saying that Cillian Murphy, the guy who's going to play him, well, he's already played him. The movie is going to release, but he's already played as him. He's good at playing a hoe character, because he played as Thomas Shelby in Peaky Blinders, and every season I was just like, sir, put the dick away. Please. I'm tired of you. Like, you'd be surprised how many problems this dude had, and he managed to solve the problems with his junk. Why can't they be normal and poly like Monet? Claude Monet or Janelle Monet? Honestly, I think that they can't be poly because the marriages that he quote unquote ruined were already ass, and they just wanted him instead of their actual husband. There's no poly if you already lost love for the first person. Isn't Janelle Monáe also poly as well? Wait, no, they're pansexual. Okay, so Claude Monet. Me when I'm cultured. Which Monet? Which one? The one that did impressionist paintings or the ones that did tightrope? Which one? But what else to do? And then let me list accessories at the bottom. That helps. Because honestly, I'm drawing bases and then I'm going to build off of them. Ooh, my nose. My nose. Excuse me. We hate being immunocompromised. Happy Disability Pride Month. Apparently, you know, there was a thread about the different disability-based flags. And then, like, somebody with sight impairments was just like, this is a bullshit thread because none of these flags were designed, like, despite being, okay, I got the jacket. I'll type it in a minute, or I'll draw it in a minute. But thank you. I'm like, hey. But no, like, they were like, hey guys, I know that this is informative and all, but like, I kind of hate these flags because none of them, despite like claiming to represent, you know, disabled folks, it really was not created with folks with sight disability in mind. And I'm like, damn. We need to go back to basics with stuff like, okay, whenever you do character design, more or less, like, I'm doing this for me, but when you're like doing it for a company or you're doing a logo design, it's good to do it in grayscale, because if it looks good in black and white, there's like a clear hierarchy of details and stuff, and also with like sizing and whatnot. Because, like, when you turn some of these, who follow? Miss Strange. Aw, thanks for the follow. When you, do stuff like that, not only does it show, like, a hierarchy of detail to check the clarity of the design itself, but it also just... It's important to make it accessible to see, because like then you'll be alienating a lot of people. Honestly, I could use these boots as like the same base for each one, but then I'll change the details for stuff. I'm a genius. I'm doing less work, more or less. But thank you so much for the follow. Just do that and erase what's necessary. And that's why sometimes whenever I'm doing like a certain project, I try to make the color scheme and test out the different modes. Like, there's this one website that I use called Coolers that's for making color palettes, and they actually have different modes where you can look at it through the eyes of somebody with different forms of color blindness, because, you know, just because you're colorblind doesn't mean that you see in black and white. It could just be one of your cones messing up, like you can't process the color blue or something. Or I just get a random white dude to look at it, because apparently white dudes are a demographic that has the highest percentage of color blindness. Typically, the kind that white dudes tend to have is like the kind, I can't remember the name of it, but it's like your eyes can't process the color red. So, like, if you look at a black person, they look green. Like, holy crap. Color blindness is just weird. And then meanwhile, you got the darn mantis shrimp that can process like over what? How many cones do they have in their eyes? I know that they can see a couple of thousand more colors than we can. Let's see, coat. Nah, I'm gonna have to make a folder for that. Let's see. I want to at least get these base shapes done and maybe do the different hairstyle bases. And then the next art stream I'll like add the little details. Okay. Have fun lurking! Let's see. I need to... What do I need to do? I need to draw this jacket. Because now I have it! I gotta scroll up. Dang it. Okay. Ooh, this jacket is a lot more detailed than I thought. But that's fine. We like details sometimes. Like, I'm very much a simple base, but with details on top sort of person. Instead of like detailed base and I guess a couple of simple embellishments. Like, I'm the kind of person who's like, okay, it'll be a really simple cut outfit, but with like a print on it or something. But although I do need to expand my range, to expand my range. Let's see. It's one of those layered jackets. It kind of reminds me of the jacket that I drew for Blake. I really love the winter thing that I did for Blake, cause like I like it when I do my work and I'm proud of something. Or like I genuinely enjoyed the process. I genuinely enjoyed the process of making it. Cause like there's some people who think that, oh, you gotta suffer. That you gotta suffer for your craft or something. I'm using the basic shape for these lapels because what I plan to do is make them look like bat wings. And then, what else? I plan on adding, let's see, I plan on adding bat wings to the lapels, like, or not adding them, but making them look that way. Because, I'm definitely going to be taking inspiration from Draculara, but making her more masculine. Because Zivia is more of a fan of the sort of semi-masculine shape. Okay. Let's see. I got the general shape. Pants for these are honestly a lot similar to outfit 1. But it's going to have buttons on the side. And be it's going to have buttons on the side and but excuse me. It's going to have buttons on the side and it's going to be skinny jeans. Let's see. You know, I really like this meme of, you know, how every time a politician doesn't do something that fits with the will of the people, we're like, when's the next Tumblr man sexy off? Ever since the death of Queen Elizabeth. Like, it's one of those memes that can never grow old because you really don't know. But then at the same time, it's just like, you can't force it, guys. Unfortunately. I just realized, is Gojo a sexy man? Is he considered a Tumblr sexy man? Well, yes. Yeah. Because he's pale and he's skinny and he has problems. I need the other ones. I still haven't seen the Jujutsu Kaisen season yet. I do need to, though. That would be nice. Also, I gotta get caught up on the manga. Like, I know what's going on because I've been spoilered. But I know what's going on because I've been spoilered. I forgot. I forget. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna give it laces. I wish that it would show the front view of the boots. Honestly, I could fix it, sorta. But no, I'm really excited for season 2 of Jujutsu Kaisen season 2, because like I like Gojo. Gojo is my favorite. He is my husband, and I refuse to ship him with Geto Suguru with a H and 2 T's. I found out that somebody that I knew got banned from a She-Ra server. What the fuck did you do? Oh, hey, Carcass. Hey, mommy. Or, no, I'm just gonna call you Carcass. I can't call you mommy. Like, there's something in the back of my mind that's just like, ooh, I can't do that. But yay, you're in one of my streams. Welcome. I'm doing outfit design. And I sort of lost my train of thought, but I just found... And that's partially because I found out that a friend of mine got banned from a She-Ra server. And I'm like, what did you do? What did you do? And like, I'm genuinely like... And like, it's specifically the She-Ra reboot. So I'm like, even more confused because like... Okay, I got a friend who's like a bit of a hater. Well, he's not a hater. But he would be labeled as a hater because, like, every time we talk about media, he's just like, yeah, this thing is mediocre. And he thinks that of, like, most media. And it's just, like, it's kind of hater energy because, motherfucker, you say that all the time. But, like, one of the few things that he does like that is considered mainstream media is the She-Ra reboot. So I'm like, how he get banned? I want to say that it's over a shipping conversation. I want to say that because, like, he's one of those folks that, like, whenever shipping becomes a topic of conversation, he's just like, yeah, shipping is kind of useless. I just care about the plot. So maybe that's it, but honestly, I don't know. I'm like, what did you do? But thanks so much for coming. Also, when are you gonna start streaming? Because I really like the design of your sort of zombie queen look, even though she's more than that. But like, it's giving zombie queen core. And I really want to see the model in action because I know... didn't you say that you were gonna make the model? Like, guys, y'all don't understand. Carcass is, like, an OG. Like, she is a woman of, like, over 15 different talents. Like, you know how Trish in And Austin and Allie always has a job. Although that's because she's lazy, but like Carcass, she always has a job simply because she has that many skills. Cause like you got a darn apparel business. I need to get a link to that. When I get money, I'm buying one. I'm either buying a bag or buying one of the accessories that you sell. She always knows stuff about the anime industry. Like, this person is a walking Library of Alexandria. Archive of Our Own could never. Because earlier I was talking about how Archive of Our Own was DDoS attack and stuff. And you know how everybody was just like, oh, this is like the second fire of Alexandria. I was told you could do anything you put your mind to, and I took it to heart. Yeah! The sky's the limit. Me, it's not even a lack of, like, ability. It's more like, ooh, I don't like doing this. Like, even if I know that something's a useful skill to have. And I used to work at Mathla, so that's why. Still got IRLs in the industry, though. That's awesome! Wait. Mommy, I got a quick question. When, you know how in the U.S., there's been a lot of, like, strikes? Like, there's been the writer's strike, and now SAG-AFTRA. I thought that SAG-AFTRA did a strike, but apparently they just finally finalized it. And then, I don't know if the Animation Guild is brave enough to do a strike this time, but I know that the Writers Guild and the Screen Actors Guild are going on strike. Does Japan have any, like, animation unions? Or has there been any efforts towards making it union? You don't have to name any names, because I know that that could be like a blacklist thing. Because we know that corporations, regardless of, like, the country, be hating on unions because they don't want anybody to have any bargaining power. But has there been any, like, efforts towards that kind of organization in order to make working conditions better? I'm gonna add these little heart buckles. See, I gotta put it on the outside. I know that if Zivia ends up picking up this outfit, sorta, but it's kind of like everyone is kind of too scared to push because we don't want to ruin our careers. Yeah! That's fair. That's the one thing about, like, trying to bargain and stuff. They sort of strong arm you into accepting certain things. Because it's just like, well, you won't be able to do this anywhere else. I think that's why indie is, like, starting to become, like, more of a necessity. But then, of course, we need more audience support in order to really make indie sustainable. Because, like, everybody and their mom is just like, why not go indie? And it's just like, bitch, do you have indie money? Do you have indie money? Because, like, everybody and their mom talks about how they want, like, something different or new content, or they're tired of, like, the repetition and stuff, but then they keep only giving attention to corporate bodies. So it's like, Like, I wish that there was, like, a more, what's the word? And this is, like, in general, because this is such a general problem especially when it comes to entertainment, how, I wish that, I know. I wish that there was like some sort of community support thing. Like, what if there was a database of different artists and whatnot, and it has like their payment methods and stuff to directly fund them for whatever. Whether you're like trying to pay for their bus fare or something, or fund their project directly or whatever. I love Dorohedoro so much. Y'all don't understand. I binged Dorohedoro. Also, her hair isn't going to be purple. I'm just using it. Like, I always use a bunch of random colors so I could differentiate the different parts. Although I probably should have done that with the hair as well, with the different sections. But they're like they're in different I'm not rigging this shit. They're in different layers, so I know. Although I don't know why I picked this color. I don't know why I picked this color. I guess I just felt like it. No, let's see. These are sort of... They're not box braids. They are like dreadlocks, and they're sort of arranged in pigtails, but I gotta have a sort of like box braid looking base. Speaking of hair, I'm so happy for Vigalia. Vigalia, for those who don't know, she is a brush asset maker, and specifically she makes hairbrushes, although she did make a couple of foliage brushes and she did lashes and edges, but she's known for making her curly hair brushes for Clip Studio Paint, Photoshop, and Procreate. And I think that she's trying to expand to Paint Tool Sai version 2 as well. And I love her brushes. I have all of them. Well, not all of them, but I use the cartoon outline ones, and they're saving my ass. Because it's not even that drawing natural hair was like hard for me. Drawing hair in general is hard for me. Honestly, I struggle a lot more with straight hair than curly hair. Because like with curly hair, like with natural hairstyles, all you gotta do is just draw a shape and put some bumps on it. Or at least that's how I did it. But honestly, I struggle more with straight hair. I need her to make them straight hair brushes. Like, I need her to make a cartoon version of the straight hair brushes and make them available for Clip Studio Paint. Those are saving my ass. She might not be doing that out of spite, though, because, like, some people would go on her TikTok whenever she's, like, advertising, and it's just like, why don't you do it for white hair? And da-da-da-da-da-da-da. People don't care about curly hair, so she might not be doing that out of spite, but it's just like, you got straight hair brushes for the Procreate girlies. Even though they're more realistic. But I'm like, I'm struggling in general, please. I use all the textures, and I struggle with all the textures, please. Let's see. So I gotta it's the sketch thing. Where's the hairbrush that I was using? Okay, that's better. So how does she have this set up? I like how I did each individual square only to cover the other ones up. People are so annoying. I cry. Like, when will folks learn to shut the hell up? I'm doing these two straight. Ah, that's why I did the under ones. Okay. I'm about to get creative. I'm putting these here as like a checkpoint of where to have the locks tie up to. I did something. I'm doing something. I'm gonna be confused for the next couple of minutes. we just gonna pray. And then I know I brought them out a little bit too far. That's a bit closer. And a whole lot better. Come on. You know, this was brilliant. Sorta. I did that. Oh yeah, now this reminds me. Who's gonna watch the Who's gonna watch the Studio Trigger rendition of Panty and Stocking? The song playing reminds me. I might pass, honestly. Yeah, that's fair. After finding out that they're not really... Like, what? Are they planning on redoing... I don't know if they're planning on redoing Season 1 as, like, I guess a refresher in the Studio Trigger style, or if they're gonna, and then do Season 2, or if they're gonna start immediately at Season 2. And then even with that, I've just... Okay, you bought the thing and you're gonna... Because they have changed some things about the style, like adding a gradient to the hair. But like, even with that, if you're gonna add hair gradients, the least you can do is get rid of them domed up lips. Sorry, I was sneezing earlier. It's cold in the house. Because I got 2 people in the house who get hot at the most random of times, and because I am outnumbered, I have to deal with it. I got a blanket on, but still. I do like the soundtrack though, even if I don't. Did I put the hair in the wrong? I put the hair in the wrong folder. I want to cry. Okay. And then what was the other hair idea that I had? Like, I know all 3 are locks related. Was it this one? I downloaded the same picture twice. Wait, no, I was gonna do something like this, but with side strands. I know that I'm gonna listen to the soundtrack though, even if I don't watch the show, because actually no. Are they gonna hire him again? Now that I think about it. Hold on. Let's see. Because I could have sworn that I saw, oh, it is. It's just closer to the ear. It's not all the way in the back. And then I need to mark the area for the part. I'm gonna have to turn this in the opposite direction. Let's see. Oh, so that's how he got banned. Yeah. I mean, download, save image. Where is... What do you mean it already exists? So where the hell is it? Okay. I don't know why I put that on the same layer as the... Ooh, I know that the next art stream, if I don't like get back on this immediately, like I'm gonna be working on this every day, but just I'm gonna be working on this every day, but I'm also working on other stuff simultaneously because I'm trying to be more like proactive. Because even though I'm the kind that's like, oh, trends burn me out, some trends I actually want to follow. It's just the sort of rush to actually make sure that you make it, that kind of stresses me out. But there's one trend that I really like doing, or that I've been enjoying the process of. Everybody and their mom's been like learning the Spider-Verse style. Now let me fill this in. Like everybody's been trying to learn the Spider-Verse style. I want to follow trends, but I'm the slowest art in the world. Me! That as well! The only reason why I've been doing art more often is because I've specifically made a schedule for myself, and the more important thing is that I'm unemployed and it's summer. Like, aside from drawing and streaming, all I've been doing is online classes. So it's just a matter of like keeping time. Looks like ass. What did I do? Oh, it's braided together, that's why. And I wasn't doing that. I wasn't following directions. I love Rio. I could probably make them smaller in the back. I don't know, that might look a little cleaner. Just a little bit. Just a little bit cleaner. That's a little bit too small. That's better. But yeah, I'm also slow as hell, and so it's just a matter of keeping pace with something. Or at least by slow as hell, it's more like it takes a short period of time, but because of the other shit that was going on, it made me slow as hell. Like sometimes I just straight up forget, oh, I want to draw. And I simply don't. Also been dealing with, like in the earlier months, I was like dealing with depressive episodes, so I just wouldn't do something. Which is sad, because like usually drawing is something that I want to do. But I would just be mentally tired from like life and not do that. I'm happier, or at least I'm in a position where like life is a lot more manageable. So I can actually do the things that I want, so that's nice. You're just gonna pretend that these are like slick back or something. Let's pretend that I know how hair works. Also with the hair with this, I really do not know why I picked the pink with this. I'm gonna have to do, can I do tonal correction? I can merge. Because I know how I did it anyways, it's fine. Merge, tonal correction, luminosity, luminosity. Oh, that sucks. When I bring it up to luminosity, it looms the liner. I'll just deal with it. It's fine. But with the Spider-Verse trend, because somebody made a guide on like how they managed to recreate that, so that's been used as a base for a lot of people's studies, or at least it's definitely been used as a base for mine. Let me save. And I'll open the one that I've been working on. Cause this is my OC Echo. I'm gonna change the scarf. This is my OC Echo. She was a spider sona that I made when the movie came out. Cause she was a self-insert. Remember that one post that I made about the don't ship a character you like with a character that you relate to? Ship the character you like with yourself. Cut out the middleman, you coward. That was me. Cause like she's based off of me. And like whenever I make inserts, they might not look exactly like me. Sometimes it's just like, yeah, they're me, because I'll do the exact same thing that they do. But with this person, it was okay. With the guide, what was the artist's name? Because I know I got their post bookmark. Let me credit that real quick. I think that the most difficult part for me when it came to studying this style, not necessarily was sketching out the base, but like getting the lighting, getting the shading and the textures done, because like I'm not really good at shading. Every time I get to the shading part of drawing, I like not freak out, but there's like a sense of dread because I do not know what I'm doing, and I'm like, how to make this look like I know what I'm doing? That is the real question. But hold on. There it is. So like I use this person's study as a base, like doing the basic sketch and keeping things simple, and then blocking things in. Oh, could y'all give me just a moment? My mom just walked in. Something important. I'll be back. I'll be back. I'll finish explaining in a moment. Okay, now I'm back. I had to help bring some things into the house. But so like pretty much I followed the steps at first, and then I also looked at some of the concept art for the movie cuz what's the name of the creative director? Like for the past couple of weeks, both leading up to the film and after the film release, he's been posting the creative process and stuff. And then I also got the Into the Spider-Verse art book. So looking at that helped. And I also looked at other people's renditions of their OCs. But like the hardest part with this was not only finding a good toner brush to like add the additional textures, because when you zoom in you can sort of see, because you know comics they use that, but just getting the painterly style down. Like I'm still working on it because I want to refine it some more and add more of like the little lines and stuff, because I'm noticing that the faces are really textured. I also probably should have used the ink pen for the lines instead of like doing the usual sketch brush that I do and painting over it. But I like how it's coming out so far. But no, this character I made to ship myself with Noir, because Noir is my favorite spider person next to Hobie. Hobie took his spot. Because Hobie is me. Like, he is a whole instigator. He's an instigator who cares, but an instigator nonetheless. And every time he said something, I'm like, ooh, that's a mood. Like, that one scene where they were like, whoa, what's that? When they... Well, no, that would be a spoiler. Okay, actually, no, not quite. There's a scene where there's, like, a giant hole, and I'm not going to say how it happened. But Hobie, in response to them being like, oh, what's that? And he's just like, it's a metaphor for capitalism. My mom looked right at me. And I'm like, Mom, why are you like this? Because me and the whole family, we went to go see that. I'm not quite sure how to move forward. Actually, no, I do know how to move forward. Adding accessories. Thing is, did I even save any pictures for accessories? No, I did not. I want to cry. Okay, I'm looking up references right now. Because, like, now I just realized that now I got here. I'm like, ooh, I need to add more things. Like, maybe I could add... Ooh, there was one thing that she wanted me to add. Because I know that she has facial markers. Where is it? I gotta scroll up real quick. But no, I really like the Spider-Verse movie. The newest one. And I'm excited to see the third. I need Hobie and Noir to be best friends. Not necessarily because I love them both, but also because, like, when you read the comics, you see that their ideals align a lot with each other. Like, Noir is a whole ANCOM. So let's see. She wants a 4-pointed star on the forehead. Face markings. She wants a 4-pointed star on the forehead. Because, like, Zivia's lore is that she's, like, a moon goddess that got bit by a radioactive bat. Follow. Oh, hey, Ray! Thanks for the follow! But yeah, she wanted a 4-pointed star. So she just got here. I'm pretty much just drawing and talking about different stuff. Like how I usually do. Talking shit is my specialty until I lose my train of thought. I don't even have ADHD, but I still struggle. Honestly, I probably should look up some ADHD pages on, like, tips. Because, like, it's not necessarily... Because I know that with ADHD, it's not necessarily a lack of focus issue, but a lack of interest in the thing, which makes it hard to concentrate. So, like, certain tasks have to be turned into an incentive in order to better gauge that, in order to better get that interest. And honestly, that's sort of helped me a lot with management. Because honestly, this is like a universal problem. It's just that when you do have ADHD, it's like turned to maximum overdrive. But like the whole thing with having incentives to do something, that definitely helps. Like, I turn chores into a game and it makes me actually want to do laundry because I hate doing laundry. I have an allergy to doing laundry. I do not have an allergy to doing laundry. I just fucking hate it. Like, oh my god. I'm making it bright so I can see it. But Zivia's whole thing is that she's a moon goddess who got bit by a radioactive bat. And it was a fruit bat. So now that I'm moving forward with the... Just now getting invested. Wait, just now getting invested in what now? I'm sorry. Like, it's not on you. Like, I don't understand. Could you clarify a little bit? But, now that I'm looking at the styles, I might have to use this twin tail or something like this. Something that shows off the forehead so we can actually see the markings. The whole ADHD. Yep. Oh gosh, my ADHD is why my personal art takes no real incentive. So is the enjoyment of doing it not enough? Or honestly, sometimes drawing does feel like a chore. Especially if you're like drawing a subject matter that you're not. What's the word? That you're not familiar with. The whole ADHD, yeah. Because like the process of learning it seems like a pain in the ass. I might write some notes. I'm gonna write some design notes for each thing. So when I come back to it, I know how to add embellishments. Let's see. Change hair to show markings. Make lapels wing-like. Add buttons to pants. I love drawing, but I have the personality of like doing stuff for myself is not as fun as doing stuff for others. So it's just a matter of like shifting priorities a bit. Like loving doing stuff for yourself as much as doing it for others. Or at least somewhat close to it. Maybe think of it this way. Even though you're drawing the thing for yourself, when you share it, it's still somewhat for others because you're like sharing that experience. Because I like when you post in general. Maybe add a texture to pants. Consider, and then I'm writing different notes for each outfit because I know I want different things. Consider earrings, maybe some buttons, chains, rings. Okay, for the next note, see, the hair is fine. I just need accessories. Earrings. Maybe a choker. And like these are things that I'm gonna look up. Because I forgot to save pictures of different accessories because I really do not know. Belts. Maybe more pockets. Maybe more pockets. Rings. I know I want each one to have rings. Like these are common motifs. Constellation. Embroidery. Earrings. I kind of regret not putting earrings on my concept art sheet, but then I was just like, if this is technically one of my swimming outfits, I could probably lose my earrings. But then on the other hand, it's just like, I'm a fucking VTuber. Why am I thinking of practicality? Rings. Loose necklace. And a choker. Embroidery on the bell as well. And then motifs. Practicality comes last, style comes first. Me, I kind of do both at the same time. Like, or it's either practicality comes first or it's both at the same time. Like, I'll look for some practical gear, but if it doesn't fit my aesthetic, I'm not drawing it. Especially mainly because a lot of the characters that I have been drawing are like action based. Even though you can make a quote-unquote impractical looking character and still have them be badass. But like, there's this one character that I have been working on who's like a fashion designer who kills magical creatures to make her outfits. And Donnie is probably like, if they're still here, probably tired of hearing me talk about it. But I love Nima so much. But then I should probably show off Nima. That kind of helps. So I'm just like how to mix style into something that can also kill effectively. Stars, fruit, bats. Like, I'll find her. Let me find Nima. Because I talk about her so much. I'm the kind of person where I talk about my OCs, but I'll like drop them off and never talk about them ever again. It is not because I don't care, it's just it's hard to share things sometimes. Like, it's probably easier for me to talk about world building than it is for me to talk about that's a sketch of her face that I did, but there's something else. Like, it's easier for me to talk about world building than it is for me to talk about my OCs. It used to be the other way around. Okay. So this is Nima. This is what she sort of looks like in a random sketch that I did, but I'm gonna redraw her face again because actually, did I do her face turn around? Or at least I'm sketching it. Just a moment. This is her. Although I still gotta change like the proportions of the face again because turnarounds are hard. But this is Nima. She's the fashion designer who kills magical creatures in order to make outfits for her personal collection. I like how she looks a lot. Thank you. And then this is the outfit that, like, after about, I don't know, 12 different renditions, this was like the final base that I'm working with. And I'm taking inspiration from Thierry Mugler's 1997 collection. I think it was spring. And when I start detailing her and stuff, I'll be streaming the process because I love showing how I do outfit design. And she's like one of my favorite OCs because like my love of fashion really came out when it came to drawing her. And I really love Thierry Mugler. For those who don't know who Thierry Mugler, he's a French fashion designer, but specifically he's designed for Lady Gaga. Cardi B likes to wear a lot of his recreations and stuff, and he was like y'all think that Karl Lagerfeld, the guy who was the creative director of Chanel during like the late 70s, early 80s, was iconic, and he is, but like the difference between him and Mugler is that Mugler did a lot to revolutionize how we see fashion through inclusion because he had dark skin models, he had plus size models at his shows, he was very LGBT friendly and stuff, and he also like changed the way of using sex on the runway. Usually whenever like sex was the quote unquote theme of a lot of clothes, it often did so in a way that like objectified the models, but Thierry Mugler stuff did more to make women seem powerful or at least have more agency. And I think that's partially because he took a lot of reference from BDSM and dominatrix suits, so that kind of helped because of that already existing association. But during it was either his fall 1995 collection or his spring 1997 collection, where his theme was very much based off of insects. Hold up, I'm suddenly interested again. Oh my gosh. In one of his 1997 collections, he took heavy inspiration from insects and stuff. And what I want to do with Nima is with her hunting outfits in order to sort of lure out her opponent. This is a joke, I'm still listening. It doesn't matter either way. I'm just glad that you're listening in general. But you should have been here when somebody was just like, wait, you said that Oppenheimer was a hoe? I'm now here in the conversation. But he based it off of insects. And with Nema, I want to do this thing where her outfits sort of vaguely look like those magical creatures that she's hunting. So like whenever she's in the shadows, they think that they're one of them, but really she's like semi-camouflaging and stuff. So what I'm going to do with this outfit, I'm going to exaggerate the shape more to make it sort of look like a beetle. You could sort of see it with the kind of ribbed paneling of the coat to represent like the segmented body, and then the tails in the back sort of look like they sort of look like wings. So I'm going to further exaggerate the shape, and then I want the top of her head to sort of look like antenna and give her these goggles that look like beetle eyes. I just got to play with it a bit more. I don't know, I mean the chocolate. I love you, chocolate. But yeah, when we get there, we get there. But I love her so much. Like she's so deliciously evil until I put her through the ringer and she has her redemption arc. Or is it a redemption arc? I always ask myself this, because like my definition of redemption, people are like, oh, if somebody is doing better, then it's a redemption arc. But it's also like, I care about motivations. Like, do you actually feel remorse for the things that you did and you're trying to do better because of that? Or are you like doing it out of like an obligation sort of thing? I don't know. But I think I'm going to end things here, because I also got some other stuff that I gotta do this evening. But I thank everyone for coming. And I'm glad, or I hope y'all had fun, and I'm glad if you had fun and stuff. But y'all have a good evening.